I'm Ruth and welcome to my channel So Dysfunctional. I hope you're all well. I'm here today to talk to you about my plans for August. We're already almost a week into August. My July makes came out earlier this week, so you'll know if you've seen that I was really busy in July, well for me anyway, and August is definitely going to be a quieter month for me. So today my husband and I have started potty training our younger child. It's been a long day and I'm really tired, so this is going to be quite a short video I think, because quite frankly I haven't got many brain cells left to talk about or even think about what might be coming up in August, but I will do a quick roundup of what I'm hoping to achieve. So first of all, I've had to accept that it's really time for me to make some more face masks. I've made a couple so far. My husband and I have got about 2 each, and it's just not enough because quite often we're having to nip out to a shop more than once a day, and of course they're single use really. You need to wash them anytime you've used them, so we definitely need some more of those. And I have really resisted sewing face masks because sewing's my hobby and it's for fun, and I just don't really want to have to spend the time doing that. But also I've got a house full of fabric that I can use, so there's really no point in us buying face masks, and we definitely don't want to add to the waste and do disposable ones. So it's definitely time for me to find a good pattern for us both and sew some of those. The other thing, which may not necessarily be particularly inspiring for you to hear about, but my children both are in need of new summer hats, and actually I don't really have a very good summer hat. So recently I discovered the Made by Jack's Mum bucket hat pattern. I was looking at a few tutorials online and this one was flagged up as a free pattern that sort of, that it's a proper multi-sized pattern that you can get. You have to join up to the Made by Jack's Mum Facebook group to be able to access the files, but that's it. So it's a free pattern and it goes from, I guess, newborn up to, I think, large or even extra large adult. So I should be able to get hats made for both of the kids and also at least one for me, because I don't really have a good summer hat. And I need to make them with straps because of course they quite often get caught by the wind and fly off, which is really annoying if your kids are running around at the park and things. So definitely need to make straps for them, and I might well use toggles rather than, so the ones they've got at the moment I bought from Marks and Spencer's last year, and they've got Velcro on the straps that keeps them anchored together. But I was thinking I might get some toggles to use that you can just then sort of pull up and down to keep the straps tight under their chins. And the fabric I was planning to use is some that I've already got. So I made my little boy an apron out of some car fabric for his birthday, and I've got loads of that left. And I also have got some animal print fabric, quite fun sort of bright colours. I think I've got it in like red, blue and yellow or something with the same pattern and the same animals on. But I can't find it anywhere. And I lent it to my mum because she wanted to make some children's face masks, and I'm sure she gave it me back, but I cannot for the life of me find it. So I can't show it to you right now, but I'm really hoping I do find it, because especially the animal fabric would be really nice to make the hats reversible. So I'm hoping I find that. But if I don't, it's not a big issue because I have got loads of other sort of scraps of cotton and stuff, and it really doesn't take very much fabric. I also just found in a bag a cotton shirt, which I bought from a charity shop last year to just kind of make something out of, as yet undecided. And actually it's got no darts in it anywhere. It's got a pocket on the front there, but there's quite a bit of fabric in there, including the sleeves. So I should easily be able to get at least one side of a reversible hat out of that. And that's quite nice because it's light, which is good if it's hot, I suppose. So I might well use that for one of the kids' hats. And then I was thinking for me, although I suppose, is a dark hat sensible? I'm not sure. But I bought this cotton fabric a really long time ago. I can't remember where I bought it from, but it's quite nice and soft. And I really like the colours, the kind of teal spots on the navy. So I might well use that to make a hat for me, unless I think I would be better sticking with lighter colours. But that's an option for the hats. So yeah, that's perhaps not the most thrilling thing for you to hear about, but very necessary for us. We really do need them. And as I say, if you do need hats yourselves or you'd like to just have a go at sewing a summer hat, you can get that free pattern on the Facebook group. So one of the big things I'm doing in August is I am taking part in Sew a Top 2020 challenge, which has been set by Claire, who is at Penguin and Pear on YouTube and on Instagram. And I think she started this last year, but this year I think she's full and she wasn't last year. So basically it's what you call a vlog hop, and 31 sewing vloggers have signed up to the challenge for the month of August, and each of us have been assigned a day to release a video about a top that we've made. So I guess it's sort of like it's like a sewing makes and a review video to give you information about the pattern, whether we've enjoyed making it, what we like about it, what we don't like about it. And so where are we now? We're about 6 days into August now. So there are already 6 videos up with people's top reviews. I will link the playlist. There's a YouTube playlist for that where Claire is putting up each day's video, so all of the videos are in one place, and that is on her channel. So if I can link that in the description box, I will. So if you want to go and have a look at that, do. I'm really excited about taking part in it. It's the first challenge that I've done, and I'm also really enjoying watching the videos that are already up and finding lots of new sewing vloggers to add to my subscribers lists. I just really like watching sewing vlogs when I'm busy doing stuff upstairs, cutting, doing patterns and things. And actually when I'm sewing as well, I quite often prop the phone up and watch YouTube. Yeah, I'd highly recommend hopping over to have a look at that. I'm not going to tell you what pattern I'm doing, partly because I'm not 100% decided, but also because I don't want to give the game away for when my video does come out. And I think that's on the 16th of August, Saturday the 16th of August. But I'm going to just show you possible fabrics to use. So I've got a viscose jersey here. It's 95 centimetres, and I haven't double checked how much fabric I need for the pattern I'm thinking of. So I'm hoping there'll be enough to make it out of this one. Or I have got this, which is another viscose jersey, and I've got a lot of this, about 2.5 metres of this. So there'll be loads of this, plus plenty left if I do make it out of this one. So those are my possible fabrics for my Sew a Top challenge. So do keep an eye out for that video. And if I've got time to get round to it, which I might well not have, I really want to have a go at this pattern, which is the Winslow Culottes by Helen's Closet. I've got dreams of making the shorts version of this, basically to sort of try out the fit of the pattern. And then I'd really like to make some sort of 3/4 length ones for kind of autumn time, and I may well end up making some long ones as well. But I'd really like to make a nice sort of floaty pair of shorts from that pattern for the summer. Hopefully there's some summer left. The fabric I've got to give the Winslow Culottes a go is this one, and it might be a bit of a bad choice. It is a viscose, and I bought it as a remnant from C&H Fabrics in Guildford quite a long time ago. There's, it says 1.7 metres there, so I'll have measured it out. So there's plenty of fabric to make the pattern, I think. But it is very light, and I'm not entirely convinced that it's completely opaque. And it being white, it might well be that it's not a good choice for making shorts and trousers and that kind of thing. But it was a cheap piece of fabric and I actually really like it. So my thinking behind using it is that it's mainly just to test out the pattern. Basically it's just a toile version. So if the fabric isn't quite right, it's not the end of the world. And if it is and it works out okay, then it'll be lovely. I'm envisioning them as sort of nice, light, floaty, drapey shorts. So in theory this should work. But as I say, I'm not 100% sure that I'm right about that. So I think this is what I want to use this for. I'm not kind of hanging on to it particularly for anything else. And for some reason, I just really like the idea of these as a pair of shorts or sort of trousery type things, kind of jazzy bottom half with, you know, just plain vest tops underneath on a hot summer's day. So that's my thinking, that's my idea. I'll see. I may well not even get close to having a go at it, as I say, because I don't have a lot of sewing time. And at the moment, the kids are just really full on and I'm really tired in the evenings. I just don't have the energy to start cutting and sewing and everything late at night. So it might just be that it's one thing too many. The last thing on my sort of wanting to do, but again, it may well not happen, and it doesn't really matter if it doesn't. Swimming lessons, fingers crossed, are starting again in September. So I take my little boy swimming, and so I take him to a private pool, and it's quite small. And I think at the moment what they're saying is it might not be possible to kind of hang around for a long time. There might not be a lot of space for changing and everything at the end. Like, they're talking about coming ready to swim, just being able to take a top layer off, have your costume on underneath, and getting out as fast as possible. And for some reason, I'm always really slow at getting out of swimming, which is not ideal. So I had this kind of crazy thought that I could make a sort of a full-length romper, long sleeve, long-legged romper, out of some kind of waterproof fabric that's then lined with a toweling fabric or something vaguely absorbent on the inside, that I could just take him out of the swimming pool, whip off his costume, put him in the romper, and then shove him in the car seat, and know that he's not going to completely soak through his car seat, but also know that we can just sort of be out really quickly. I don't have a pattern, I should say, to start with, so I'd have to probably draft a pattern. I might well need to buy some waterproof seam tape, which you can buy for kind of making your own waterproof, like rainwear and stuff. But I don't have any of that, so I'd have to source it online and buy some. But what I've done for this is bought a couple of waterproof jackets from charity shops. So I've got this one, which is not a particularly attractive colour, but there's quite a lot of fabric in it, front and back. I think it's just a kind of standard, what you call a kind of ripstop fabric, I think they call it. Like, I've seen, can you see it's sort of got little squares all over it, and I've seen fabrics like this available on online fabric shops. So that was about £3.50 or something. So I've got all of that fabric to play with. And then I went into another shop and I got hold of this one as well, which has actually got some seams on it and things, but I was kind of thinking, like, it's got Velcro on the legs, and I was kind of thinking that I could actually like use the arms to make the legs, if you see what I mean, and the rest to make the body and stuff. So it's very much an experimental idea in my head at the moment, and whether I'll have time or inclination to do it, or whether it will turn out to be necessary, I don't know. It also strikes me that hidden in these coats, yep, there's a drawstring on this one, there are 2 buckles with springs, press springs in them, so I could chop those off and use those on the kids' sun hats. So that will definitely be using all of the available hardware from these coats. So yeah, that's my plan for August as it stands at the moment. I also wanted to say I was very excited this morning that I checked my channel and I've got just over 100 subscribers, which is so exciting. I realise probably to most sewing vloggers it doesn't sound that exciting because, quite frankly, they've got thousands of subscribers, but to me it was really nice to reach kind of the first big round number. So thank you so much if you have subscribed recently, and if you haven't and you'd like to, please do hit the subscribe button below so that you will find out when my next video comes out. That will most likely be the Sew a Top challenge video next weekend. Do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and also leave me a comment and let me know what you're sewing in August. I am off right now to go and sit on the sofa, watch some television and eat some chocolate. It's been a really, really long day with the potty training and I feel like I've earned a bit of me time. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye!